Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content. Today, we're going to be talking about Hedera Hashgraph, or Hbar, and I also want to talk to you guys a little bit about the market. So first off, right now, market is up about 2.4%. Bitcoin's up about 2% overall. Nothing really changed. We're kind of just ranging on a little bit of a support line, if you will, on Bitcoin. Nothing too concerning. Still a little bit worried about this weekend, as we do know that a lot of people playing to FUD, so we could see a little bit lower on Bitcoin as well as Hbar. Now, what is happening with Hbar? We're still sitting at number 58. We're almost at 60, right? We're sitting at about 16.6 in terms of price point. Still sitting under $1.5 billion in market cap, down about 0.51%, down about 7.92% on the 7-day. This one is extremely undervalued still. I think that we could go lower. I still have a buy order set at $15. I also have one set at $16. So if I don't get one of them hit or one of the other gets hit, that's totally fine with me. I don't care. If both get hit, that's incredible. But I still am stacking Hbar nonetheless. I am fully transparent on that. I do believe in Hbar fully. I just want to say, if you guys do believe in Hbar and if you guys love Hbar, comment down below why you love it so much, and also like this video if you are a true Hbarbarian. So, let's jump into some news. So, we do see the Ethereum competitors part 2. We do see Hbar here. This is market cap in million USD. It's 1.5K. We also see the price change in 2021. We are still up about 429%. We do see that we are pretty much above and beyond of IOST, Raven, DAG, ICX, Phantom, even DGB, Quantum, One, Zil, Zen, or Zem, STX, Waves. We are ranging a little bit behind EGLD as well as AVAX. I'm not too concerned on this, but I do love the idea that we are making waves in the market. We are still sitting at number 3. I think that that's great. I do think that we are an Ethereum competitor, and I do think that at some point in time we will make Ethereum obsolete. And I do strongly believe that. I do think that at some point in time we will pretty much rally Ethereum in terms of the number 2 spot. We are still far away from that, but I do think that we will at some point in time. It's going to take time, of course, but hey, when it does happen, I will be celebrating. Now, I also want to talk to you guys a little bit about this right now. This is the idea now. A lot of people say that they don't see these things as an intention distraction to crypto, more like a distraction to the implementation of more global and authoritative government model and stuff like that. Shout out to Moberg. But we do see greatest transfer of wealth in human history, and most people are focused on Black Lives Matter or the virus. Well done, government. Now, I'm not going to be a tinfoil hat wearer or anything like that, but I do know that a lot of things are to distract us. It's the number one reason why TV is so big. I do like to, play video games here and there, but video games are another big distraction to a lot of individuals, where we do need to kind of wake up, right? We're all kind of glued to our phones, these digital devices, stuff like that. We're not really seeing the big picture. When we talk about the, greatest transfer of wealth in human history, it's the idea that crypto is going to be massively utilized on a global scale. When regulations come into this space, when clarity comes into this space, because it's going to happen, there's no fighting it. Don't even try to fight it, because it's already on its way, right? But when we come down to Hedera Hashgraph, sitting at almost 17 cents, right? We'll just say 16.7 for an example, right? When we look at that and we just do 100x from that current price, that is $16.70. Now, I don't think 100x is happening this year or next year, but it will happen in time. I do think that it's possible to happen this bull run if the FOMO is good enough, similar to ADA and stuff. But 100x at our current prices, That is insane if you think about it. Now, I'm just saying that when these assets like Hbar are utilized on a massive scale, because when we talk about clarity and we talk about regulations coming into the space, a lot of assets will die out. I've talked about this multiple times on this channel. Now, when we talk about Hbar, I think it is one to survive, and a lot of assets will pretty much disappear off of CoinMarketCap, off of Coinbase, off of all these exchanges, and we will be left with utility-driven assets. Now, what does that mean for something like Hbar? Well, we talk about this, right? The greatest transfer of wealth in human history. And this is happening in front of our faces. We are seeing banks and financial institutions and governments talking about crypto, talking about adopting crypto. Everything is in front of our faces. A lot of people don't want to believe it. A lot of people call it hopium. They don't want to buy into it. They think that it's all a pushed agenda, whatever. That's totally fine. I personally like to wake myself up and realize what's in front of our faces. I like to realize what's happening in front of our faces. We are pushing into a digitized world. That is where we talk about tokenization on the Hedera token service. I think that HTS is a huge playing point. When we even talked about that in the past, everything will be tokenized at some point in time. You will basically be able to buy a laptop at Best Buy utilizing Hbar. You will be able to buy movie tickets when you go out to the movies with Hbar. Everything will have a tokenization aspect to it, and I do think that it all starts and begins with digitization of currencies, and that, yes, of course, inflicts on cryptocurrencies overall. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Now, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about this as well. Now, this is coming from Hashicle. Basically, they are saying every problem that Cardano, Ethereum, Ripple, and every other altcoin are trying to solve, Hedera Hashgraph already solved. Blockchain is not necessary for the future. It was the movement, but not the resolution. I just want to say I kind of disagree with the Ripple idea. Ripple is not trying to do what Hashgraph's doing, or Hashgraph's not trying to do what Ripple's doing either. But I will agree on the other two, and I will agree on most altcoins in this space as well. I do think that blockchain was basically the movement. I think blockchain did do its job. I think Bitcoin is kind of on its way out as well. But Bitcoin did pave the road for a lot of these assets to really move up in the world. Hbar is that choice. Now, I did quote this, and I said, few individuals understand this. Individuals are blinded by pushed agenda on ADA and most assets in the space. Most of the top 50 assets have zero use case. Isn't that crazy? Hbar is single-handedly taking over nearly every industry with groundbreaking innovation. Few understand. Excuse me. And I strongly believe in this statement. When we look at ADA, where are smart contracts at? Where is the project innovation? I can tell you right now, it's not happening. I will honestly be surprised, and I will give it up to, I'll give it up to the Cardano community. I'll say, awesome, congratulations. I hope that you guys make, millions of dollars. I want to see everybody profit. But when we talk about, smart contracts being in talks for over a year with no solid updates on it, no solid innovation, it's the same idea that I said, right? We haven't had a solid update on Cardano since 2017. It's been 4 years. They still are only doing about 8 million transactions in 4 years. We do 8 million transactions a day and a half. So, for me personally, I do think that Hbar is going to rally these massive assets. When we talk about market cap for Cardano, $40 billion. I mean, come on. Hbar sitting at a pretty, right now, 1.492 billion. I mean, come on. The difference is there. So I do think that Hbar is an easy top 3 asset in time. It's going to take a little bit of time, of course, but I am patient with Hbar. Let me know if you guys are patient with Hbar as well in the comments below. Now, I do want to talk to you guys about one last thing. Now, I did discuss this in an XRP video from earlier today, and this is talking about the digital euro. Now, We do have a quote from Documenting Hbar. Whatever your opinion might be about CBDCs, you can't deny that Hedera Hashgraph is green, fast, cheap, and secure, and therefore fits the bill perfectly for digital euro. Now, when we talk about a digital euro, yes, I do think that Hbar has the perfect DLT to really kind of work with the CBDC of the digital euro. Now, they did mention Bitcoin. I hate when these articles and these big financial giants mention Bitcoin, because we don't even need to know how inefficient Bitcoin is. We already know that from past experiences, from utilizing it, from trying to make a transaction over the Bitcoin network. The Lightning idea is just not even good for it either. It's not efficient for this use case. But I do think when we talk about the best asset to choose, yeah, I think Hedera Hashgraph is the best choice, especially, and I'm being unbiased now as well. I do think that it's the best asset when we talk about scalability, the green factor, environmentally sustainability. We also talk about how fast it is. I have mentioned these statistics multiple times. Like I said, I honestly sound like a broken record at this point when I talk about Hbar. But it is the truth. It is the best choice for a lot of these digital currencies. And I do think that this is only the beginning when we talk about, MTech working with the Federal Reserve, with, Hbar being the trust layer. Even if Hbar is just the trust layer for these CBDCs and these digital currencies, I'm totally fine with that. That still means utility-driven aspects and value for Hbar, and it means that we are on the books with these major government official companies and giants around the world. So I'm totally fine with that being just a trust layer. But I do think that we could also help them transact and scale at a massive rate as well, if needed to. But let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. As always, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys do want more free content, you guys can follow me on Twitter at NCashOfficial. You guys could also join the free Discord down in the description below. But nonetheless, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out.